Is money the real Nigerian love language, or is it affection?
I would say money is. Unfortunately, I mean, there are some really cool Nigerian couples, but from what I've seen, it is just like more of like provide, protect, the usual like roles. It's women tend to be focused on like getting paid, but I think it's just based on survival. I think that's kind of where that comes from. Like they're not thinking about love. They're like, how are we gonna survive? So they have that standard more often than not, where it's like, okay, as the man, Nigerian men are taught to just put money on the table. Like there's so many Nigerian men, like politicians, like pushing 70, and they're with like 23-year-olds and stuff. Like that's a very, and like the 23-year-olds or whatever, like the 20-year-olds who, however age in the 20s, right? They'll know. They'll be like, okay, this man with the big huge stomach could be my grandfather. That's fine. Like as long as I'm good. So yeah,
Damn.
yeah,
But I thought marriage was like important and shit like that out there.
it is. But money's also important. So they tie it together. They're like, if I'm good, like if the money's set, and then I'm good, I'll get married, and then they'll be there. It's a very common occurrence.
But I mean, but from what I've seen, at least from when you went out there, not a lot of people is that financially set off.
Exactly.
A lot of people is walking around with babies and stuff like that and married, and it seems like the population's still growing.
Oh yeah, it's
So,
huge.
how true is that really when they're still procreating and they're still getting married in some of the worst parts of the world?
You're right. You're right. I mean,
Do
it's
you think that's probably a westernized perspective? Like once they start traveling and they reach a certain tax bracket, then they start focusing on money because they just get tainted?
I believe so. I believe so. I would say, like, when you look at it, the majority of people in Nigeria don't have money anyway. They don't even have the opportunity to be in those rooms of people who have a lot of money. So more often than not, it is just like more so chat. Based on circumstance, they would go for it, but the circumstances, most people aren't well off. So off the culture, they're just going to get married. They're going to have kids off the sake of the culture because they're like, well, time is running out, XYZ. So yeah, people just, I believe it's just a thing of people just do it for the sake of doing it. It's not even like any thought behind the beings that they're bringing into the world. It's just, this is what you got to do to survive almost. Because, at the end of the day, the kids also start working and stuff and helping out the parents. Especially when they're really down and out, they will go out in the street and beg for their parents, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's crazy because it actually ties into the next question I kind of want to ask. Do you think the diaspora romanticizes Nigeria because they never had to experience it?
100%. This is a really, really big conversation. When we talk about like Nigerian Independence Day, they're like, all you see is like people who live in the West like really celebrating. But when you're in Nigeria, and I was in Nigeria during Nigerian Independence Day, and it wasn't nothing like the 4th of July.
Damn.
You wouldn't even know like there was Independence Day.
What did it look like? Can you
A
describe it?
normal day, just a normal regular day. There's no fireworks, there's no like really huge popping parties. I mean, there is parties, right? But like it's not this festive thing where you go to America and you can look around and know there's festivities. In Nigeria, when I was there, you couldn't see that. You'll know it off like contact or like word of mouth, or maybe on occasion certain places, but majority of it, no, it's just another day. Because romanticizing Nigeria, like it adds personality. Like some people's personality is just their culture. It's not anything else. It's just, oh, well, I'm from this different place and we have these unique things. Like it's very rich, but like they just depend on that to like add a vibe to themselves. But in Nigeria, like day-to-day Nigerians, it's like, again, it's like, how are we gonna survive? How are we gonna eat? So a lot of westernized Nigerians tend to just say I'm this, but they don't do nothing with it. It's just I'm just this. Yeah.